Show you what that is in just a second. But see this? The Earth is in here like this.
Toy to me.
Yeah, that's because you don't know anything about electromagnetics.
I just got out of physics.
Yeah?
We learned about electromagnetism.
Yeah, don't you know what about a torus field?
No.
Really? Well,
No.
maybe you ought to go look it up.
All right, okay.
Okay.
I will.
See, I can teach you something if you have an open mind
teach
to
me?
these things.
Do teach me.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So the Earth is in here like this.
Cool.
Okay, and out of the North Pole comes this electromagnetic field. It comes around. Now, when it comes out of the North Pole, in the lower atmosphere, and I don't say atmosphere, but in the lower atmosphere, it excites the elements in the lower atmosphere, and then you get the aurora borealis. Then it comes up and around, and there's Antarctica about here. Then it comes around, and I don't know what's down below. I don't know. But this is what we think. And then diamagnetism holds everything down. Instead of a pull down, it's a push down.
So, our current theories on the magnetic field surrounding the Earth, it's basically like a vertical line going through the globe, the North Pole and the South Pole, and it's actually rotating. So this is not going to look like this in like 100 years. It's probably going to be tilted a little bit. Now, I don't know how a bipolar like magnetic field could exist out of a flat plane. That does not make any sense to me at all.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
do you know about diamagnetism?
You mentioned it earlier, but no. I don't.
Okay, diamagnetism is like a push down force. So there could be, it could be a plane, like a frisbee. It could be like a frisbee in here. We only ever dug a hole 8 miles deep. That's the farthest we dug, so we can't go beyond that. Or, so it could be filled in down here, or it could be like this, and there's another world there. I don't know.
So how does a magnetic field come out of a flat plane? How?
You have to ask the creator that. I don't know.
God?
I don't know.
God is
You
real.
figure that out.
I don't believe in God. So
All
I can't
right.
ask him.
So you don't believe that, but this fits what we're living in more so than a spinning ball.
Fits from a globe.
No.
That has a magnetic field that has a north and south pole.
Yeah.
That's how it fits.
This is like a car speaker. The center of the car speaker, and this is the edge of the car speaker. And there are magnetic vibrations that go through there. Did you know there's free-flowing electricity up there?
Where?
In our atmosphere. Did you know?
Atmos.
Yes. Our ancestors used to collect that energy
And do what with it?
and use it.
For what?
We've had electricity. Even the ancient Egyptians had electricity.
So we use free-flowing electricity in the sky to power my cell phone? Or
You
our electric
could
cars?
if you had the correct
I
collector.
think that electric cars are powered from solar energy. They could be stored into a battery.
See, there's so much that you need to look into, and I think it's great if you have an inquisitive mind, you could study some
I
of
think
these
I have an
things.
inquisitive mind, and I'm fascinated by physics.
Good.
She doesn't agree with any of this.
Well, that's not true. I just showed you how it did.
By using what?
The physics of water. Look, there's the physics of water. It's always flat on the top. And the physics of how your eyes work. No matter how high you go, the horizon's always at your eye level. It never goes down, even if you're 7 miles up.
It never goes down.
No,
If
you
I was
never
in-
see it curve away from you.
If I was at the edge of the atmosphere right now, and I looked down on if I looked like this, I could see the horizon. What if I'm in a satellite, like 50 miles above the surface of the
Okay,
Earth?
all that is in your imagination. You can't
imagining it.
prove it.
I can't
You
prove
can't
it.
prove any of that.
What about pictures that have been taken?
No, I'm telling you, they're CGIs.
For CGI. If I was in a plane going to London, and I looked out of the window and I looked at eye height, the horizon would be at my eye height, even if
Yes.
I'm 15. Like
Yes,
15
I'm going to Ireland. I'm
Yeah.
going actually to
fun.
Birmingham to speak at a conference in the fall.
Have fun.
I will. I'll enjoy that. I'm going to tour in Ireland September. So yeah. And I'm going to do that too. But we already have that information. We have guys, pilots, commercial pilots who are taking videos.
I don't think I can take this anymore.
We have commercial pilots taking videos out of the cockpit. And it's a lot different than looking out one of those windows because those are like triple pane and they are contorted a little. So you have to be careful what you're looking at.
Is that Foucault, the philosopher?
Foucault pendulum? You have to manually monitor them. You cannot, if it was really spinning, they would be moving on their own, but they don't. They stop dead.
Have you been? What is that place called in Philadelphia?
Yeah, I was there in the stairwell.
Franklin Roosevelt? Or not
No, yeah,
Roosevelt,
Franklin
fucking-
Museum in the stairwell.
Benjamin Franklin Institute, yeah. In
Yeah.
the stairwell, how they have the pendulum.
Sure, it was dead, stopped dead. You have to monitor it.
I don't think it's ever been stopped.
Yes.
You've been there and
Yes.
seen it.
Yes.
What if I go right now and I buy a ticket and I go view it? Will it be moving or stopped?
You have to stand there and watch it and make sure nobody touches it and see how long
No
it
one's
lasts.
touching it. It's connected to a glass.
No, it's stopped, dead stop. That's the whole principle behind a plumb bob.
So do I
you know
have
what a plumb bob is?
No, but what can I say? Do I have to take your word for it that it wasn't moving?
No, you go see yourself.
I've been there like 5 times in my life.
And it's always been
the
moving.
dominoes have been knocked over. And
Oh. Well, it's been monitored and manually operated.
But who?
They do it. They manually operate that.
Manually operates it.
The people there. Why are you asking dumb questions? Don't do dumb things. Talk about principles.
Principles.
Yes.
What about like the people in the research bases in like Antarctica at the center?
Oh,
Yeah.
wait till you're what she has to
They
say
are
about
militarily operated. They do not allow you to go below the 60th parallel. There's an Antarctic treaty which prevents all free exploration.
that. It's uninhabitable.
No.
Yes.
I mean,
No.
there's a base of people.
No.
I think only
there.
psycho.
And I'm going to, okay, fine. You can say that, you can believe that. Now I'm going to tell you the alternative. We're not going to argue, right? So the alternative is that the torus field makes it warm. I say the center of the North Pole is warm, and the edge of Antarctica, out at the edge, is also warm.
So
That's
magnetic
what
field-
I'm saying. So now you can say, I wonder what's true. Maybe I should figure that out.
Should look it up, yeah.
You should look about torus fields and look at and see how they react. Do you know anything about quantum physics? Like a super chilled disk can go on a track for like perpetual motion. The free flowing electricity up here with the torus field, that's what keeps our sun going. It's like a filament. And the moon also. Did you know that the moon has cold light? It emits cold light.
The moon reflects the light.
No, it's not reflected light. It emits its own light and it's cold. See, these things, when you're going to look into this and you're going to go to this website and do /begin, that will give you my 4 favorite videos. And included is everything you have here on the banners, on both of them. And then you'll be able to see, all right, these 200 proofs. I'm going to go through these. I'm going to go right down the line. And I'm going to prove it to myself that that woman is stupid. And go right down that line.
In our figure here at the sun moon movement,
Yes.
what is the moon and the sun orbiting there?
There's a track, an invisible, they call it, in an old ancient book of Enoch, it's called the gates of the sun. And they go through, hold it, let me get it over here. This is better. Here's the tropics. In the sky above, just like a plane is in the air above the plane. That's an airplane, get it? They don't call them an air globe or an air sphere. So here we have the sun. It goes along Capricorn, and it actually is like on a string, and it goes faster. It goes faster in Capricorn than it does in Cancer.
Are you believer in astrology?
Astrology? You mean like
I don't believe in astrology.
the horoscopes and stuff?
Yes.
Nah, that's not in my spiel here.
We can agree on that. Can you go back to the other image real quick?
Sure.
So if
And I made
Are
up this
the-
little tricky thing. Isn't it nice?
it's pretty clever.
Pretty clever.
Now, the sun and moon movement here.
My dad was a math teacher. My son a physics major. So, or sinus. We graduated both from her sinus.
What do the sun and moon exist here inside the globe?
Yes, inside the dome.
Okay. Do you know how big
Dome.
the sun is?
Well, it's very small and it's very close. And it's
Is it
not
like
hot
63
burning
million
gases.
Earths can-
It's not hot burning gases. We think it's more like a halogen bulb. It's
Halogen.
cool. Yes.
Cool?
Yes, it's
Why-
like a halogen bulb.
Why am I?
Did
hot
you
right
know
now?
that when you don't even have to plug in a fluorescent bulb, you just get it near the field and it will glow. And that's the same kind of a thing that the sun is. It's not hot burning gases
So why am I hot right now then?
because it's radiant heat.
From the hot
Radiant.
sun.
Radiant.
It's heat from the hot sun.
Radiant.
It's radiating heat.
Well, It's if it touches something, it can
You
radiate.
shouldn't even get near to it, 'cause you'll die before you even touch it. Get near to it.
Well, I don't know about that.
What is the sun circular?
The sun circulates, yeah, it goes around.
No, but is the sun like a ball?
As far as I can tell, but whenever you look into a telescope, all you see is two dimensions. You cannot tell if it's a sphere. They will say that Jupiter is orbiting, but you can't tell if it's orbiting. It could be another, like a moon type of a thing
Well,
moving across
we
it.
can track the movement of planets. We can track their spin. You know how fast they're moving around what objects.
They have told you that's what they can do.
They have
And
proved
I
that it
no,
works.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Do you think you don't believe it because you don't want to believe it?
And you don't believe this because you don't want to believe it. Now we have to both figure out what's true. I think
so
for
I don't
studying
wanna
this
believe
2
this
years,
because it
I
doesn't
think
seem
this is
true.
true. And you haven't even.
Yeah, I don't know much
So,
about anything.
well,
I don't
and that's a
really-
good place. You
I
know
don't
what?
really go into
That makes you
one
smarter
thing.
than a lot of people. Did you know that?
Well,
To realize that you don't know it all makes you smart.
yeah, but I don't. I usually only look at like when I go into something, I don't have like an idea of what I'm gonna get at the end.
And that's very scientific.
Yeah.
Because you look at the evidence first and see where it leads you.
Yeah.
You don't have
I'm
a-
a physics major. I'm a math major.
My dad was a math teacher. He flew off aircraft carriers.
Yeah, I just don't know that I've ever seen evidence of this.
That's why I'm here, hon.
So
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
This is my love for humanity. Did you know?
What about like the astronauts?
Well, did you ever see that movie Capricorn 1?
No.
That was the first manned moon mission.
Okay.
Right before the rocket took off, they got him out of there and they put him in a warehouse. This is on the movie. I wasn't there, so I don't know how, you know. And they never went. Did you see the press conference after they came back?
Well, so it's like a documentary.
They were all depressed. They did not want to tell the world that they lied.
could you potentially fly off the Earth? Is the
Well,
dome-
John Kerry flew 300 miles in from the edge. Past that, I don't know.
Now, if I were to fly from end to end, would I hit a wall and die?
It's kind of like, from what I think, it's kind of like the Truman Show. But we don't know that. Do you ever see the Truman Show?
Yes.
Okay. So I think it's kind of like that. We don't really know because we haven't gone there. We don't really know a lot of things.
So we flew into the atmosphere.
No, wait. Now, who is we? We have to
Okay.
qualify this
All right.
because you and I are not them.
The most
Them is them who knows things like John Kerry.
the most recent SpaceX and NASA launch of Falcon Heavy that flew into the atmosphere and is now orbiting the Earth. What do you think happened there? They just flew up into the atmosphere and they stopped?
I think it's all,
A lie.
A
But
lie.
it's been videotaped and you could watch it. It happened on April 12th.
well, the videotape always cuts off when the rocket booster.
No, they
Why would they lie?
they showed 5
Why would
hours
they lie?
before and hours afterwards. They,
Well-
they actually have GoPros or some sort of other camera device attached
And be
to
careful about GoPros because they have curved lenses.
the fisheye lens.
Yeah.
Because it gets more of a wide view.
Yeah, but it also makes you think things are curved when they're not.
I don't think so. So
No, wait a minute. You don't think so?
Wait.
That's a fact. So don't do that. Don't go from I don't think so to
Wait.
fact. I mean, come on.
Wait, a camera lens.
So
shows
why would they
something
do that? Let me get to him first.
Okay.
So why would they do this? Well, the governments, they're in a different club than we are.
What?
The elitists. Okay, the elitists, all the trillionaires, billionaires, they're the elitists. And you don't get in that club unless you're willing to go through the initiation. The initiation, did you ever see all those politicians with the black eye and then they get a broken foot? Those are kind of some of their initiations that they do.
How old were
I've
they?
never seen that.
Recently, like last
Were they
year.
elderly?
Hillary Clinton is one of them. They are in this club.
Elderly people are prone to.
Now, we are not in that. Common people are not in that club, okay? So they want to keep us dumb and stupid down here so we obey what they say. If they can fool us, they can rule us. They can tell us that there's weapons of mass destruction in the Middle East and we'll jump on a boat and we'll go over there and kill people and get us
But how
killed.
would like the Earth being circular have to do with them controlling us? That's
Sometimes
such a
they just-
weird thing to
No.
lie about.
If everybody knew that the Earth was actually flat plane with a dome over it and there's free electricity, don't you think that we'd get pretty mad about having to pay for this electricity? Don't you think we would say, I object to all these taxes? I would say, I object to paying school taxes because you're teaching lies to kids.
Well, you can get
There's
free electricity from the sun now, but I think we're kind of transitioning to that.
This lie has been taught for how many years? 100 years now?
That we can get
So
energy
wait till
from the
5G
sun.
comes on, it won't matter. They have 5G, well, they can target people with that thing, and they can scramble your brains.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be cool actually to work for the government, but
Yeah, but the CIA is like their
Yeah, they're-
police, their control force, their thought
Yeah.
police.
but then you'd know.
Judge Dredd, you
Then
know.
you'd know.
Huh?
Then you'd know.
Yeah. Well,
That'd be worth it.
if we know this, then we know it's already. See, you just have to study a little bit. And once you know, you can tell your children. Even if you don't come out about it, like I am here, you can tell your children to be smart and not, you know,
I
get
have a
fooled.
question. What do you say about Elon Musk harboring solar energy and using it for cars and powering homes?
I don't care about Elon Musk as far as I can throw him. I think he's a liar.
Then let's
And
think
just-
about what he's practicing. What do you think about him harboring energy from the sun?
Harboring it?
Yes.
What does that mean,
Utilizing
harboring
it
it?
for cars.
Yeah, like my
And
neighbors, their
houses.
roof has like
Okay.
covered in
Solar
solar
panels,
panels.
Yeah,
and then
sure,
they have
that's
2
great.
Teslas.
And I have a friend whose father invented a car that ran on water. And that's the truth. The government came and took it and they never saw it again.
Then why hasn't anyone else done that?
A lot of people have. And they've squashed them all.
They've been killed.
I don't know if they've all been killed, but the invention was never allowed to come out.
I think
Now,
that we
why
live in
is
a-
that?
I-
Because they used oil as a control device in the Middle East to take it over. That's why.
I think that we live in such an advanced time in history to where we can use something as sustainable as solar power.
I think we are declining in our intelligence rapidly.
I think we're only getting smarter.
No, I think we're getting stupider. I
By
think.
what metric?
Is there an Earth Fair here today? No kidding.
For Earth Day?
Can I come in? I'd love to come in.
Wait, wasn't Earth Day yesterday?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go.
Yeah, I think you should look into it because if you do, you'll get smarter even if you don't agree.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't, but I mean, we all are entitled to our own opinions.
Well, my opinion's based on fact that I've researched for 2 years now.
What are your sources?
We're all some pretty smart apes. We could all make our own decisions.
And we're not apes. We were created. We're not evolved.
Oh, you guys are religious too?
No, not at all. I just know that we were not evolved because I studied evolution, and that's false.
What do you have to say about us sharing, I think, 98% of our genome to orangutans?
It depends on how it's arranged.
Yes. that's
Okay? The arrangement is really whacked out, so don't say it's 98%.
It is
Everybody's, I mean, how many things have teeth? We all have
lot.
teeth. We have it in common, right?
true. Yeah. We all
We all have, like, we have toenails. There's a lot of DNA in common with apes. Of course, there's a lot in common.
Yeah.
But it's all,
Just because we can do gene sequences on RNAs and DNA, various types of RNA actually. To find
RNA can be changed. Did you know that?
Yes, CRISPR. You
No,
can-
no. By nutrition, RNA can be changed.
nRNA?
RNA can
What
be
is nutrition?
changed.
What is nutrition RNA?
Nutrition is the things that you eat.
Nutrition RNA. So I can eat RNA.
No, darling, think. Stop.
Okay.
There's DNA and there's RNA. RNA can be changed. If you have defective
You
RNA,
can also change DNA using CRISPR.
okay, I think our conversation is done.
I
Okay?
don't think it is.
Yeah, well, you can pester her the rest of the day. She'd love that.
Oh, I love doing that. Don't worry. I've done enough.
Okay, I'm off. Have a good one. Thanks for the conversation. I would love to go in there. I don't think they'd let me in though. Maybe I should ask. Is there a fair going on in here?
I have
Oh, you didn't see anything? Okay. Let me see. Am I still on? Geez, I hope so. Yes. Thank you. Anyone want to learn something today about the flat Earth? Want to learn something? No? Anybody want to have a discussion? Want to talk? Have a little chit chat? I forget what. Did you ever hear this before?
Yeah,
What do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, take a picture and then you can look it up. If you go to that website, you can look this all up.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Everybody want to have a conversation about it? Okay. You want to learn something about this? Do you? What do you think? What do you think? You ever hear of this?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's true.
I think it's true too.
I think it's true.
Yeah.
I really do.
Good job.
Yeah.
If you want to get a good job though, don't tell anybody.
No, yeah, I know. You gotta keep quiet about it.
I
Right?
know.
Yeah.
I know. And teachers don't realize that they are responsible for what they teach.
Mhm.
So they're personally responsible for telling lies if they teach the globe.
Yeah. I think they don't even know what they're teaching, honestly.
Some of them, well, I've been to the school board in my school district and I told them all about it and they got all nervous.
Really?
Yeah, it's on the internet, it's on YouTube.
My mom actually got me
Really?
looking at it. Yeah.
Oh,
I actually
good
got to
for
take a
her.
picture to send it to her.
Smart girl.
Mhm.
All right, what do you think, guys? Do you have any questions?
Just observing, looking at it.
Well, I can tell you a few things.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, here, I'll turn it around because there's two different sides to this story. So here we have the flat Earth map, right here, flat Earth map. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. Captain James Cook in 1755, he logged 60,000 miles. So that can't be a continent, can't be a little space of ground. All these world organizations use the flat Earth map, but they leave off Antarctica. So why would they just leave it off? See? So here we have a curvature formula, right there, based on a 24,901 equator. Am I going too fast?
No,
You have a question?
it's just it's hard to actually map out the Earth because it's actually circular. So when you try to make it flat like this, of course there are going to be some continents that it's not
Okay.
really going to.
So you think that's all I got?
No. Oh yeah, I would love to keep going.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay, that's right. So here we go. Based on a 24,901 equator, we have Chicago across Lake Michigan, 60 miles. So based on the curvature formula, that should be down 2,400 feet. That's like a 240-story building. We should be looking through the water to see that, right? If it's on a curve and something's here and something's here, you'd have to look through the water to see it, right? For a straight line, because we see in a straight line, right?
Right.
Right. So here we go. Water is always flat on the top. All the oceans are flat on the top, and they're flat with each other because they all touch each other. They all touch. So it's all flat. Now don't give me the tide thing, tides and waves, okay, come on. So what else do we got? Perspective. Perspective is, no matter how high you go, horizon is always at your eye level.
When you see the sun set, so let's say you're looking at the sunset, the sun is set it, and you're at point A. So you're at point A, you're at like, say, I'm just gonna make up numbers. Say you're at X, you're at point A, you see the sun set, the sun is set. Then you go to point B. So same
Higher?
spot, higher.
Okay.
You could see the sun.
Yeah, because your
Okay.
angular resolution.
But if the Earth was flat, it would still be down.
There is something
Right.
called
I am trying to learn this. I'm
okay,
not
perspective.
Right.
Okay, so you can see things farther if you're higher because of angular resolution. And if you're here and you see that there's a disappearing line, a vanishing line, okay? But if you have railroad tracks, there's like 1, 2, then there's the top and then there's the bottom. So there's like 4 planes coming together. You get a vanishing point. That's how you get the point or the line. The horizon on the ocean is always a vanishing line. So you never see a ship go over the curve. You only see a ship going into the vanishing
We got
line.
like aerial photos of the Earth that are round.
Really? Like on the other side?
Yeah, I didn't see.
Yeah, I'll get there in just a second if you hold on. So here you have a flat surface. The reflection of light on a flat surface is a line. Look, it goes right on the table. And this is reality, isn't it? But what happens on a curved surface? You only get a little spot. You can do that at home with glossy paper. You can test that.
So you're saying that this straight line right here,
It's a reflection.
it's a reflection, right? So is that one of your proofs for the Earth being flat, or?
Well, that's one. How many do I got? Right here, the number.
Wait, can you get to the photographs?
Oh, you in a hurry, Mr. Hackawack?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what you get on NASA's website, right there.
Right.
Which one's right? Which size is the United States?
I have no idea.
Yeah, because they're all CGI. They all just make them up on the computer. We have forensics guys who in our community that have taken these apart and they found clouds that were just like, they move it, cursor, and then click on repeat. Click on repeat.
Wait,
That's how they make these clouds. Yes.
What are the implications? Like, who
Is this for or against?
I'm sure
No, I'm
it's
serious.
hard.
You look at the evidence and you decide for yourself. I'm not telling you what to believe.
Earth is flat.
Says the guy who doesn't know anything about any of the evidence.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
You're
it.
right.
That's right.
You're right.
So how do you?
No, it's like I was gonna ask, like, what's the point?
What's the point of it?
What are the
what's the
implications?
point?
I don't understand.
Okay.
What's the point?
Well,
of,
the
like, trying to convince us
elitists.
that
Did you know that the government and all those people who are in the governments, they live by different rules than we got, don't you think?
Okay, so what kind of rules?
Well, they make them up. So they want to control us because we are vastly outnumber them. So if we all knew the truth, did you know that the kings didn't want the serfs to read? Did you know that? Did you know? Wait, answer my questions. Did you know that the kings did not want the serfs to read? Why?
They didn't want them to read so they couldn't have knowledge to overcome them. But how does this correlate
Knowledge
with
and
that?
overcome them.
Right.
Because knowledge is power. Educated people, he's not listening.
No, we're listening. I just
Educated people are hard to control.
Okay.
The purpose of government is to control the people. Government means control the mind. And they are controlling our mind and telling us things and we believe them.
Controlling my life.
Well,
Government also
if you
funds
believe
me.
if you believe in
I
a
disagree
spinning
with
globe,
certain things where they go.
if you believe in a spinning globe, they are controlling your mind.
But
Well, how come they can accurately predict the weather all the time?
Because we live on a flat surface and they know it.
So I got a quick question.
I mean,
so is the moon also flat? Or
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know about the moon because when you look at a telescope, all you can see is two dimensions.
Like the moon, like eclipse.
I don't know about that.
It rotates and like.
But I know the moon gives off cold light
that is a good point.
and you can't land on it. It's not a rock.
So what's on the
And
underside of the
we've
flat
seen it and
surface?
I think
Well, okay.
gravity because if you
Because
think
then
about
it-
logically, gravity
theoretically, it'll
will
be-
make
We
something-
only ever dug a hole 8 miles deep.
But
I mean, that's
what's
what we
under
based
it?
on, like-
Okay? This is a torus field. Okay? Do you know anything about electromagnetics?
facts.
Little
Yeah.
bit.
So the torus field comes up and around. This is the North Pole in the center.
Right.
Comes up and around. Antarctica's out here.
Right.
So here's the flat surface of the Earth in here.
Okay.
Now, what could be underneath? It could be like that. That's one possibility. It could be all filled in. I don't know.
Could it be
But if
identical
there's,
to this side of the Earth?
because what?
Could it be identical to this side of the Earth?
It could be. It
Could
could
there
be.
be people living down there
But
too?
it would be a little different because of the flow. there's a flow, and it comes up and around and then out like
goes back
that.
down on the other
So
side.
this flows out to the edges, and this one flows in from the edges. So there would be some differences.
Right.
That would be awesome to study that.
But I just don't understand. So in 2019, right? We still don't know.
No. You're missing the whole thing. They know. The elitists, the government, the ones who live by their own set of rules, they know everything.
You see,
But they're keeping it from us,
But why?
so we don't question them. And knowledge is power. We just went over that.
If I could just like offer a like hypothetical scenario. Let's say, okay, everybody believes that the Earth is flat. What changes?
right.
Well, there's free-flowing electricity up there.
Okay.
Don't you think that we would be taking advantage of that instead of the government charging us for it?
Wait, where does the electricity come from? And
The
also,
torus field I just explained.
Oh, okay. And how exactly are people supposed to like get access to that?
Well, we are studying the old structures from Tartaria, and they had collectors on all their buildings.
So, wait, maybe I might have missed this part. What exactly is Tartaria?
No, you didn't miss that part. I just brought it up.
Oh, okay. So
It's an ancient civilization that had taken over most of the world, and it was very peaceful and intelligent. And then a warring faction from somewhere came and took them all over and killed them all. But they took over the stone buildings. Now listen to this. These people came in and took over the stone buildings. They got all that masonry for free. Free masonry.
right. Okay.
Freemason. They're connected.
Right. Okay.
They're connected.
So
Let me go call
now,
Dre real quick.
if this elec-
And some of them don't know. The low levels don't know.
so if this electricity was available at some point in the distant past, I'm assuming,
About 200 years, 250 years.
250 years.
Yeah, it was that soon ago.
So why? So what happened to all that? Like I would imagine if the
Well,
electricity.
What we're finding out is that they faked wars so they could destroy the buildings. Like Atlanta burning,
Faked war.
they faked wars. Like Atlanta burning. Look at how many, why don't you research how many cities were burnt down? And how could they burn down stone structures? You look at it. We're doing a lot of that research now on YouTube.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. Hi guys. How are you? So,
I still don't understand like why the government what would the government benefit from having us believe that there was a flat?
educated people are hard to control.
Yeah, but
See, we would want peace.
Like
the government, they want to control everything. But you and I don't understand that because we don't have that desire to control and subjugate people. We want to live in peace and harmony as equals with other people. That's how we are. But they come from
they're not people?
They have something, I don't know what it is. Maybe they inbred too much because they are all descendants from the kings, you know. They are all bloodlines of the kings and they all interbred. So there might be something genetically wrong. You're absolutely right. That all they want to do is control. They want to protect their wealth. They want to steal and get our wealth, which you know we're not on the gold standard anymore.
But how are they controlling us better if the Earth is flat?
Because we're stupid.
All right, bro, I'll catch you later. What?
Because we're stupid. Because we don't know.
I just don't
And we just keep paying the
I just don't
taxes.
understand how that would benefit. Like the taxes.
We keep paying
that's
the
irrel- 'cause
taxes.
I agree with some things about the government exploiting
Income
people,
taxes is only
but I don't
100.
believe that it has anything to do with the Earth
Okay.
being flat.
I know because you're not listening. Income
No,
taxes.
I'm
Stop.
listening,
Wait.
But you're not
Wait.
answering the thing.
No,
that
we're
I'm
just
asking.
talking about like it being a sphere or flat.
I'm not going to
Don't
argue.
go to taxes.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm
Then,
trying to
do you
get
think
to
I know
understand.
something you don't?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm a lot older than you. I know I don't look it, but I am.
Age doesn't matter about.
Right, girl? Right?
If there's an argument, there's
Okay.
an argument, and
Income
I answer
taxes-
something, and I ask a question, and you don't.
You don't even
possibly-
pay income taxes, so how can you even
I do
relate to
pay
this?
income taxes.
So you can't relate to this. But
I do
listen,
pay income taxes.
it's only 100 years old. What did we do before that?
Please come back.
We didn't have income tax. We didn't have it.
We're not talking about
We
income
used to
tax. We're
have
talking about whether or
freedom.
not the earth
No,
is
you were talking about the elitists and us, and why would they do
We're
this?
only talking about if Earth is
Could you explain
flat.
the gravity theory to me? Like genuinely.
I want to know about gravity and stuff.
Okay.
What do the elitists benefit from
Okay.
this specific?
Gravity is a pull down. Gravity pulls to the center of a spinning ball. That's what gravity is by definition, correct?
Right.
Okay. So there is no such thing as gravity because if there was, there would be no natural flat places on Earth. Okay. So like
So the fact that.
wait, I'm not done.
I have a question.
The Bonneville Salt Lake dried up, and it's now the Bonneville Salt Flats, which means it's flat. There's no curve. So if the Bonneville Lake had a curve in it and it dried up, there would also be a curve in the bottom,
What about sediment?
which is on the other side.
Over a long period of time.
Nope.
This has all the knowledge on it.
So look, all of this is on 200 proofs. If you go to this website, you'll get a proper thing.
Get a virus.
I've got a quick question. All right.
So-
Theoretically, if the Earth is flat, right? That means the sun is hitting it at the same angle for every place. It's not rotating.
No. It moves. The sun is. Now I got to go around the other side. I usually set these. I should set these up.
Oh, it's like a turntable.
Yeah.
What's turning the Earth?
Hey,
or
look.
The sun?
There's Tropic of Cancer. There's the equator, and the Tropic of Capricorn. So it's very low. The sun. The sun could be as close as 10 miles. It could be.
Wait, so how big is the sun?
It's very small.
I still don't understand what the government would get. I understand that they're elitists and that they like that certain people
I just don't
benefit from
understand gravity.
Can I finish?
I don't understand the benefit.
I still don't understand how we're sticking to the Earth then.
So when you have an electromagnetic torus field, you don't have a pull down, you have a push down called diamagnetism, and that's what holds us down on the surface. And it's all pushing away from this field. Okay? The dome comes across here like this. Now it could be that the dome continues and goes all the way around. And that's what it kind of looks like.
Diamagnetism force is the force that's holding us down.
Yes, and if the dome is only like 10 miles up there, then 10 miles in from the edge of Antarctica, you'd also have that force. And 10 miles away from the North Pole, you'd have that force. Okay? So that if you look up magnetics and study magnetics, you'll see the torus field. That's my opinion on that subject. I cannot go there and prove that to you, but that's a good alternative.
Forgive me if you've already mentioned this already.
But that's all right.
But what's below?
We only ever dug a hole 8 miles deep. We don't know what's behind that. We do not know deeper than 8 miles.
What is your opinion, though?
Well, if we are in the middle like this, it could be that there's another land that on the other side, like that. But because the field is moving from the outside towards the North Pole then in, it would be a little bit different. I don't know how that would be different.
So it's theoretically like one of those old cartoons where if you drill too far below, that you
Where the sidewalk ends.
No. I don't know. We only dug 8 miles, so I don't know.
No, don't go.
And
Go ahead.
one other question. What is society's stance on all that?
The planets are only points of light. If you look at the stars through a high-powered zoom lens, like a P1000, you will see that they look like a reflection of a swimming pool, where that shows you why they twinkle. It's not really. It's not. They don't twinkle because they're going through miles. It's right here. Come back here. There, now you can see both sides. Well, you know what? I understand what that means because this changes your whole paradigm.
It does.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a whole totally different thing. And it does freak out some people. Some people really get freaked out by it. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah, too windy. The way it does right now, because we are on a flat Earth.
No, I mean like.
Just explain the science behind it though, because I know the science behind it with spheres.
So are all the planets flat?
Hi there.
No.
I think there's a building that one. It's something about Earth science. Yeah.
About Earth Day.
Yeah. Ask them if I can come in when you go. I think it's that building.
So I thought we were on the outside.
Oh, well, you know what? There's some tables over there.
Yeah, I'll look up.
Okay.
Wait, if the planets are like what we see the planets are as light, then what explains you see through it?
The planets they only got that name in the last, I don't know, 60 years or something.
Okay.
They used to be called wandering stars.
Okay.
All the other stars are fixed in the dome and they turn like this. Because that's how this is made. That's how you get that star trails, is because the stars are all fixed. Over thousands and thousands of years, they have never changed relationally.
Are you familiar with the concept of astrology and astrology science? Over the past 1,000 years.
What does astrology have to do with the surface of the
Let me
Earth?
talk, I'll tell you.
No, because you know what? You know what? You go get your own thing and you stand over there and preach what you want. I don't care.
I'm telling you that we have seen the stars move. The universe is constantly expanding. We've seen them travel away from each other.
No, red shift, blue shift, no. No red shift. Nope. No red shift. Totally reject it.
Is this self-education?
I graduated.
Oh, nice banana shirt.
Thank you. Does the sky look spherical to you?
You see, we always make fun of things we don't understand.
That's true.
See? So if you want to understand, I'm not telling you to accept what I'm telling you. What I'm saying is, if you look into this, you'll be smarter. And then someday you'll come across and you'll say, wow, that's true. That lady was right.
It seems more like fear and brainwashing.
What does?
This.
Really? The globe is really the fear porn.
Yeah, it sounds like
Yeah, it is.
So, you know.
If you look at all the evidence, the Earth is flat. Just look at the evidence. Don't look at what you've been told.
That will back all your claims.
Who convinced you?
I graduated from Ursinus College.
Nice.
My son also did.
That's great.
No, he's not. Because I haven't. Do I pay for this?
You get paid to do this.
No.
Where's Tyler?
I do this because of love of humanity. I'm bringing you the truth. If you lie to somebody, you hate them. If you tell them the truth, you love them. Yes, I do.
None of us are sure what the truth is.
That's why I'm here. I'm sorry?
None of us are positive what the truth is.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I do know that I should not be able to see Chicago 60 miles across Lake Michigan.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because the Earth is very big.
Yeah.
It's massive. We
Okay?
don't see the-
So the 8 inches times a mile squared, which is the curvature formula, can be taken down to a very small amount. Okay? So you have to go test that. Based on a 24,901 equator.
Will you fund me to test it?
No?
And it's not true.
Yeah, I'm honestly.
All right.
Are there flat earthers all around the globe?
Not around the globe.
Are there flat earthers all around the globe?
All around the world, yes, not the globe. Was that a trick question?
It was supposed to be a joke.
Very funny.
Donut Earth.
Wait, so if the Earth is flat, then why hasn't anybody ever gone over the edge?
Well, this is Antarctica.
Okay.
Okay. So that holds all the oceans in. But there's an Antarctic Treaty which prevents free exploration of Antarctica. Now, last year, John Kerry went down there and flew in 300 miles from the edge of Antarctica. Why would he do that? And if it's so freezing cold down there, what's there to see?
I mean,
that's because when there's a torus field, it creates the warm zones. The North Pole and the Antarctica are warm. They are not frozen. They don't want you to know that. They want you to be afraid. Just like the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle, they want you to be afraid of that. But that's where, when the rockets take off, that's where they all go into the ocean.
It's the most traveled triangle on the planet. No one's scared of it. That's just basic law of large numbers.
That's what they want you. They keep telling you that there's something creepy there.
Yeah, children's shows at Saturday mornings tell us to be afraid of it.
Really? That's nice. And don't children grow up? And don't they remember things
Don't they stop being stupid?
Yeah, I thought this
I don't know. Some of us do. Some of us stop being stupid.
Just attacking my character.
So.
Yeah, all I'm going to say is while you're here on our campus, you better be respectful to every person you encounter.
That's right. You're absolutely right. And I will.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Are you the police or something?
Absolutely not.
No?
Absolutely not.
Really? Oh, okay. You want to act like that, I guess.
I'm just saying be respectful to the students at this campus.
No, you're not. Hey, because we don't know if it's globe or not.
I want somebody to ask an intelligent question.
Why can't we dig farther than 8 miles? Give me that.
Why don't you ask them?